Sip, 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 zip, 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 sip, 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 zip, zip, zip. Predators. A little creepy. Today we're going to talk about when you're absolutely 100% certain that you know the truth and you're going to drive it through this coffin we call life.
Drive a stake
all the way through to the end.
Right to the middle ground.
I'm talking wearing jean shorts. If you think wearing jean shorts is right and everyone says it's wrong, you dig your heels in and you go even further.
You talking about never nudes?
There are dozens of us. Literally dozens. Yeah, kind of a little bit. I'm talking about like people who are in. It's not that you're in the minority. It's that you're
headstrong,
indignant. You're headstrong. You'll take on anyone. I know that you are wrong.
Yeah.
Headstrong. You're headstrong. Yeah.
You're cocksure. Yeah.
You're cocksure. You're indignant.
Dogged.
Nah, you're dogged.
Pig-headed.
You're resolute.
Yeah.
You're pig-headed.
Stubborn. You make a decision on little grounds, and then those grounds might shift or change, and you don't care. You've already decided.
A little bit. So you touched on something right there. It's something small. It's not like I said jean shorts were the most important part of my life. Literally, I could care less about them, if you ask me. But then if everyone was attacking jean shorts, I'd be like, no, let them go.
Yeah.
And then other people are like, yeah, finally, someone's sticking up for jean shorts. And I'm like, yeah, just let people wear friggin' jean shorts. But then there's like some of the people who are like, no one wears jean shorts anymore. Stop it. And there's like these dozen people behind you, 1 dozen. And you're like, no, let them wear jean shorts. What the hell's wrong with it? And now all of a sudden you're like, let them wear jean shorts. And you're yelling it.
Yeah.
And now there are people with flags behind you. And you're
giant jean short shaped flags.
You're like, let them wear jean shorts. What's wrong with that? And now you're the face of jean shorts. Like you are literally the person who is responsible for jean shorts advertisement and everything. And you're like, jean shorts for all, unless you hate us. And like there's this whole movement going on. And it started with just you're like, yeah, I'm okay with it. But this happens in our lives, doesn't it?
Yeah. You get caught up in
it's
a movement.
Weird.
And you commit yourself entirely to it for no reason at all.
A little bit because people are pushing you the other way, right?
Yeah, you're retaliating against their aggressiveness.
Exactly. So they're the aggressors, not you, correct?
Yeah.
And you're just standing your ground. You're like, yo, I just think it's okay. You're like, he's a jean shorter. And you're like
no.
You're like, well, maybe I am. Is something wrong with that? Something wrong with jean shorts? Yeah, like it's weird. You become this monster for a thing that you don't actually care about. You become like this proselyte. You're like preaching for a thing when really you were just like, it's okay. Like, I'm okay with it.
It's like a war cry. You look back to the crowd, you're like, jean shorts!
Yeah, it's so weird because you don't care about jean shorts that much, but you care enough that you think anyone who should stop jean shorts is weird, right?
Yeah. Why?
They're the bad guys, right?
Why? What reason do you have?
I don't know. Because they're the bad guys. Like, it boils down to who's the bad guys and who's the good guys,
binary.
Right? I guess.
It's binary.
It kind of is. And you've elected to click yes on whatever item it is, right?
Yeah. Subscribe.
Click subscribe. Click like. Donate to our Patreon. But it's true, right?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. We're not the unpanners. We're predators.
Yeah, you started a fight. And you got to end it. You can't just... once you stand your ground, you keep that ground. There's no backing off. You push. And you make more ground. You make your ground larger. And then you buy your ground, and you keep it indefinitely.
All right. So I agree with this 100% because I am the most small, stubborn... Petty man on earth.
Yes.
I agree. 100%. Here's the question, though. Where does it become... I'm proselyting and screaming and telling my children he can't go to a non-jean short school because I'm pro jean short, when really I don't give a shit. Like, where's the line where I've become so entrenched in something I kind of didn't care about that now I'm the voice of that thing? Like, has that happened to us?
Tolerance. Preach
We get
tolerance.
lost. So should we preach tolerance to everything?
Except to idiots.
What about Nazism?
We've
come across this, right? I mean, literally, we've come across this. Our episode had ended with us making fun of Nazis. Now, should we be like, okay, listen, let's just hear them out?
I'm sure there's a good message in there. Didn't you do this with gigolos? Like gigolos on the surface.
I didn't, but go ahead.
Gigolos are the clowns, right?
Oh, juggalos.
Gigolos are the porno ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about, like a sexual partner,
juggalos,
prostitute, juggalos.
Well, again, there could be a sexual partner that, as a gigolo, they're a good.
Is a juggalo a gigolo?
Juggalo.
A juggalo. A juggalo.
But the juggalos, they paint their face. They look like clowns, literally, but scary clowns. Yeah, but their message is really tolerance because they're trying to accept everything.
It is.
Even though they come off as standoffish.
Magnets? How do they work? It's magic.
Yeah.
I do have a cool song. Yeah. But go on.
But juggalos seem like they're very aggressive in the way that they're presenting things. But when you actually sit down and talk to them, as one of our friends was one of them, they're very reasonable.
Was he officially?
I think so.
Or is he just a fan of one of their biggest
He might
groups?
have been a fan.
Okay. I don't think he was an actual.
But he would look good in
that would have been
clown
awesome. Oh, it would look so good. His face was so big. He had a large face, dude. It was you could paint so much on that face.
There's a lot of space.
Anyway. No, I agree with you. So it's not just the group, the aggression, whatever. It's a little bit about the message.
The inflexibility of how they deliver it and how they don't want to listen to you.
And that's so funny. I think they are a very flexible group.
Yeah, the juggalos. And the gigolos.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And the gigolos.
Venn diagram.
Gigolos. The flexibility of a group, is that important?
Yeah. Open-mindedness? I guess we're talking about open-mindedness here.
I guess we kind of are. That's so weird. I didn't know we were.
Understanding and analyzing it.
So remember how I just asked, are Nazis okay? No, because they're the most inflexible bastards, spelled BASTERDS, in the world. They literally have rules. Like if you have different color eyes or something, and that inflexibility kind of cancels them out. It's like, you can't do that. That's not cool. You don't know everyone's situation. What you're doing is literally bigotry, which is a whole nother episode. I know. I didn't want to cross into it. So flexibility versus open-mindedness versus stubbornness. And I think we all find ourselves in the battle between the two. I guess.
Yeah. And there's a different time scale here. I mean, the time scale could be really short. Like if you're driving on the road and you want to make a right turn in the lane next to you.
How do you go to work? The same roads every day?
I have a very short commute, so it used to be a
little
varied.
Matter. You don't?
I don't
vary it?
Maybe I'll stop at the donut shop if I'm hungry.
No, but I mean, so you could make the left earlier and get on the whatever route and then go over here, but you don't. Why don't you?
Waste time. It's not a value proposition.
You have the quickest way?
Efficiency.
Is it the quickest way?
Yeah, it's the quickest way.
Is your left, where you make your left, has a turn on left arrow, so if there's a red light, you'll definitely be that, or do you do that?
It's all factored in.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, the point I was making is that if you're on the highway and you want to get in the right lane, and you get into the right lane and you realize it's not the best decision, I think the younger me would say, I made this decision, I'm going to stay in this lane. But you see traffic whizzing by you on the left, you're like, shit, I should have stayed in that lane. That was faster.
Like you have to really work your way out. It's like a hard workout.
Now I'm like, I made a bad decision. I'm just going to get back. And like, I'll be like, right lane, back to left lane. Okay. You have to accept that the decision you make is final until it's not, and then make another final decision. Be strong on that.
Is a decision ever final?
No. Never.
What's the final decision? Is that like Hitler's book or something?
Is there a
It's
definition?
like no. The final decision is definitely the name of something. It's like a Hitler biography or like I feel like it's something bad. Just type in the final decision and see what pops up in quotes.
What does it mean?
I feel like it might be bad.
No, I mean that's.
Did you put it in quotes? No.
Why do I have to put quotes? It should know.
Yeah, put it in quotes.
No, I'm not going to change what I searched for. I already made my decision.
I am resolute. I am hardened.
I don't see anything that shows me there's a video.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
There's a Dark Tranquility song called The Final Track.
I don't know where you're going. But
sorry, that was off.
But long time scales, people who are in careers because they chose that career and they're stuck in it. Golden.
So it's a 10-year career and you're in year 2, but you're pretty resolute. You've decided I have to do this. I'm going to do this.
It just takes a little longer. I'm just going to get there.
It's wild that you burn 10 years of your life to almost prove a point. Not prove a point, but I mean you
keep it.
It's weird.
Boxed up in maybe a simple idea of what you thought life was. Like, I did this for a decade is easy to say.
10 years, your life will change, right?
Become a different person. You'll have different
what you
inputs.
Will be different.
Different perspective.
I mean, what you make could be different. I don't know. It's weird.
That's another thing about regretting bad decisions. You have to be able to forgive the decisions that you've made in the past that weren't that great.
I agree with that. It's weird. Like
you're dwelling.
No, I know. I am dwelling. I always dwell, but I also move forward a lot. Like how many new jobs have you had in the past year? 2 years?
No,
2 or 1?
Just one.
One technically.
One change.
Okay. I mean, I've been to 3 jobs, so I'm willing to make this jump. Like I could be on the verge of a
variability makes you.
I'm also
more confident.
I didn't think we were going here, but in relationships, like if you're in a bad relationship, but you have a kid or something, and you're like, well, we got to just keep plowing. We got a kid.
Yeah, you've invested yourself in it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big, important thing. And if you were to say, hey, this isn't where my life is going, I'm not headed there, can you change that up? Can you...
Will you be better for it? I don't know.
Will your kid? I have no idea.
The unknown is the scary thing, too.
The unknown is scary as hell. That's, I think, a little bit of part of this. The unknown. So, find your best route to work. You're not going to tweak it anymore.
Oh, jean shorts?
You find the jean shorts are out. Maybe you're not going to tweak it anymore. You're afraid. So, fear is like a hardening of your
How short could I make my shorts? Go to work in super short shorts?
Could you?
How short could I get before they were like...
Wait, like people at work would say something? How often would that be? Live. We're not here to discuss anyone's attire, but shorts must be longer than their knees. And all the girls are like, what? For boys. Everyone's like, oh. And Dan's like, oh.
Averaging a height of about 5'11".
Son of a bitch. This is me.
How would they define thigh length, though? Like, honestly, I would wear it. They'd be like,
you know what it was in Catholic school?
Just below the balls. No, what? I don't know what it was. It was knee high for girls.
Knee or the end of your fingertips when you would stand upright.
Yeah, but that's so arbitrary. What did they say? Like, we need mid forearm length.
We need you to not be elbow high.
Illogical rules.
Yes.
So where are we going? Sorry.
I forgot.
Just the vision of me in jean shorts.
It did ruin me.
These legs.
Actually, do you know what I keep thinking of? The Always Sunny
likes,
episode.
I will give a leg reveal. Jean short leg reveal.
Please do. Likes. I want to see it. I keep thinking of the Always Sunny episode where they do a home remake over. and it's for the Juarez family, and it's like this Mexican family that doesn't even speak English, and they're wrecking their house to restore it, and no one tells them, and it's just fast motion, them just destroying their house and being like, get out, ah! And they're screaming, and Dennis is wearing cut-off jean shorts that let him have the most mobility and everything. Juarez family, and he's like, metal music's playing, and they wake him up in the middle of the night, and they're like, get out! Oh, that's so good. That's such a good episode. So good. Anyway.
Resolute in your career and girlfriend.
Resolute is weird life. Because...
Unknown.
Well, there's also a thing about, stick it out versus change it up.
Static versus dynamic.
Exactly. When do you know when you're wasting your time, and when do you know you literally screwed the pooch?
Epicurean. Experiences in life.
But every experience is different. Every relationship is different. Every person is different. But let's say I'm in a hard time with my girlfriend, and everyone gets that in their life. Mm-hmm. No one has a smooth sailing. Who's to say I don't say, hey, if I stick it out for like 3 more months, really work at it, wow, I'll realize how much we had in common. This is great. How do I know if I stick it out for 3 more months, I'm just getting that much deeper in hell? And I should have been focusing on moving forward in my life. Is there anyone to tell us one way or the other?
No.
I mean, who's to say I should try and find new ways to get home? I'll take different paths. My father takes the same road every day, the same exact road.
Same job. 20 years?
Same job. 1960 plus 18. What's that? 78. 1978 when he started it.
Wow.
2008.
Holy shit, that's 40 years.
2018. Yeah, 40 years, same job. Driving the same way. Going the same roads. Going at the same time. Leaving his house at the same time. Stopping at the same coffee shop.
He's become institutionalized.
He kind of is. It's like a prison. Every now and then something changes. We don't go to that Dunkin' Donuts anymore. I have to stop at the one on Bethlehem Pike. And I'd be like, whoa, okay. Whoa. We'll take a right a gallon, but not unless we're going up to the other Dunkin' Donuts. We got to go to Sedgwick. And I'm like, okay. Like, you get so ingrained that...
Repeatability, the pattern. It's etched in your neurons.
Well, in one sense, he actually feels good, I think, when we do things by the book. He's like, nice.
Yeah.
Worked out good.
Made good time.
Damn,
made good time.
But I take different ways home. I take weird routes. I take 309 sometimes, and I'll beat him by like 11 minutes. And I'm like, yo, you should try this sometimes. He's like, some days you will lose by 15 minutes. I'm like, yeah, it's possible. You know, if you have rush hour or ever there's an accident or something.
But it didn't happen this time.
And it's so weird. It's like the path you don't know is dangerous. And people are afraid of the danger of the unknown.
Turn that blinker on and just wonder, could I? Maybe.
I don't know.
I gotta come back.
So we fight the struggle of, hey, should we be a proselyte for all the things, the minorities, the weird things we do? Or should we change?
Be accepting.
And actually do something different.
Tolerant and open-minded.
I don't know. I don't friggin' know. I've been doing this show for 1,000,000 years. Or 1,000,000 weeks. Or 100 weeks. Or 10 weeks. I don't know. All I know is I like you, folks. All I know is the idiosyncrasies of life, I like that, but I don't like them a lot.
We like you guys and girls a lot.
Predators.
Predators.